Welcome back. We're kicking off our 2024 video series where we are looking at 4 of the most popular New Year's resolutions across America so we can show you how to tackle them and make a difference in your money situation for 2024. This second video is all about tracking your spending. Almost everyone says at the beginning of the year they want to spend less, right? Sounds great. There's only one problem. When I used to meet with new clients in my office, I'd ask them, what do you make and what do you spend? And most of them would say, I have no idea. So the first step really for the new year is tracking your spending so you understand what you spend and where you spend it. Even if your spending amounts are perfect, it's important to double check them every so often, especially if you've had a baby, you have a new house, you just retired, or in some way your lifestyle has changed. This keeps you on track for the long term, and it also helps you avoid what we call lifestyle creep, which just means even though you keep making more and more money, you're spending more and more. So you're not getting anywhere. So here's our 4 simple tips to track your spending. Tip number 1, get help with it. You don't have to do this using pencil and paper. There are plenty of no-cost, low-cost apps out there. I've used Quicken for years. A lot of people use You Need a Budget. Unfortunately, Mint, which was super popular, is no longer in the business. But if you go online and you Google money management apps, lots of possibilities will come up. You can see what suits your needs, but definitely use the power of your computer or even AI to track your budget. You don't need to do it on pencil and paper, but if that works for you, that's great. So here's tip number 2. Try to track your spending for at least 3 months, 6 months, or ideally a full year so you can really get an accurate picture of all your habits. For example, I pay my real estate taxes or my homeowner's insurance only once per year. So if I miss that month, my numbers are really off. Tip number 3, also add in some of those unexpected surprises that can be total budget busters. What that means is even if you don't have a car payment, you should budget in a future car payment or a car replacement cost. If you own a home, you may not have had things break recently, but they will break. So it's really important to factor in a number and estimate that you may need for home repairs. And I would tell clients usually 1 to 2% of the value of your home every year is a pretty good estimate. So if your house is worth $500,000, you might want to plug into your budget a number like $5,000 a year for home repairs, or maybe $10,000 for home repairs. Some years you're going to get away from it. You won't have those expenses. Other years, you're not going to be that lucky. And here's tip number 4. Don't forget to add in expenses like income taxes, Social Security taxes, your monthly health insurance costs, or contributions to your 401k. You may not see them because they could come directly out of your paycheck, but they are expenses and they need to be factored in to give you an accurate read. So one thing I can guarantee you is when you track your spending, it will be an eye-opening experience. It's not unusual for clients to tell me that they were actually spending 2 or 3 times as much money as they thought they were. So work out your spending worksheet, put it aside because in a future video, we're going to give you some insider pro tips about what those numbers really mean and how to tell if you're on track for the future. So thank you for joining us today. Come back next time for our video number 3, where we're going to tackle retirement readiness, which is everybody's next favorite New Year's resolution. And we're going to show you how you can get in the groove for 2024. See you then.